We'd never uploaded things to the cloud regularly before we began traveling, but after our first break-in, we found out how important it is and how much papers and pictures are worth. Hi, and welcome to lesson number 11.
All about today is to be and feel secure.
Yesterday, we mentioned the break-in in our motorhome, or the 2 break-ins in our motorhome, and luckily we had taken all precautions that we could, so we didn't end up without any identification or somebody using our IDs or anything. So let's tell you about what we have done, and you can use that and expand it if you want to, but at least what we have done. So today, take notes, because this is just as important as anything else you have learned the past days, because you can end up in such a mess if you haven't secured yourself.
For example, your documents, passport, driver license, your health insurance card,
Birth certificate, wedding certificate, everything.
It's important to have with you on your traveling
as a copy. But it's also important that if you lose this copy, you'll still have them. So what you're gonna do is that every document that you can think about is important. Take a picture of it and upload it to the cloud. Right now you might not have cloud storage anywhere, but you need to go ahead and make an account so you can store documents and pictures and so on in the cloud. Because even though you're not into tech at all, and the internet really annoys you a little bit, this cloud storage, it's mostly free, and you can get it in different places, and you are gonna regret it if you haven't uploaded your pictures or your documents, or maybe you're writing a book that or articles that you can upload once in a while, so you don't lose everything. So this cloud storage, it's really a great help.
And the papers who identify you, such as the passport, your driver license, your insurance card, make a copy that you can have with you in a secure place. In case of your originals should be stolen, then you have the numbers and you have a copy of this to show the authorities. That is important.
Imagine that you have only originals with you, and you forget your bag on the train, or you get mugged somewhere, and you lose your passport and your bank card and your insurance card and everything, and you have to explain to the police somewhere who you are. That's gonna be hard to prove if you don't have anything to show. So that's why it's important to have copies with you or in a secure place, and pictures of all identification in the cloud.
Yeah. And why on a copy in a secure place? Because you might even get your telephone stolen, and then you don't have access to the cloud. So that's why it's also important to have a copy, a physical copy of your personal papers. Because if you're not ready for it, like us, the first break-in, it took the 3 months of our traveling. The first 3 months of our dream got stolen. We have no pictures or anything from the first part of our journey, and that is hard to get over. So the best advice to give you on that topic is get the cloud.
And let's hope that you won't need this security.
Of course, we're closing.
Yeah, and we hope that we will never use it again. We did it in the first 3 months, and since then there's been nothing. But make sure that you are secure with especially your documents and your photographs, because it's really a bummer to lose them. I had a few actually that was in the cloud. For some reason I hadn't made my phone do it all the time, but we lost a lot. We lost the hard disk that they were on, so
we got married the day before we went traveling, and on the hard disk were all the wedding photos and videos from there, and it was quite hard work to get it from all the friends and the family that made photos and took videos at the wedding. If it wasn't with them, it would all be lost. But it was hard.
And that brings us to the next thing. You should also have back home a trusted buddy that the authorities can contact if you should lose everything that you have. It can be a parent or a child or a friend that also has copies, or at least can provide information about who are you. In case you lose your phone, then you should only remember a phone number for your mom or who has all these papers also. I know it sounds frightening that this might happen, but it happens, and as we told you, we were broken into in the motorhome and had our things stolen twice. Luckily we were out, so we had our passports and wallets and everything with us. But
that's good to mention.
Yeah.
If you're in a motorhome or however you travel, when you go out on yourself, have the personal papers on you. Do not leave them anywhere.
You have read it in the newspaper and seen it on the news that people can steal your identity if they get your original documents. So keep those original documents, such as your driver's license and your passports and so on, with you at all times when you go out, because it's a bad thing to lose these things.
It's also a good idea to have a friend or a family member that has a note with all your passwords, so you can always access.
Let's be honest, we can't all remember all our passwords, can we? So your passwords for you have problems. your passwords for all your social profiles or your email and everything that you have passwords for, that's important, of course. Have a family member, keep them in a safe place, or a trusted friend or anything, so you can access all your things that way. While traveling, we have also learned that using hotspots makes it way easier for hackers to get into your computer. We have had some troubles with not being able to access our Facebook accounts and emails and so on, because hackers has been there and changed the password. So now we have made a, what do they call it, two-way authentication, I think it's called. That when we, for instance, log into Google somehow to access our Gmail or anything else, we have to accept two-step authorization. We have to accept. They send us a message, so we have to accept first the password, but then they send us on the telephone. You can also choose another mail or something, that it is really us who is trying to log in. And once in a while I get a message that someone else is trying to log into my computer, and I can just deny this, because this is not me. And that's what happens when you're on hotspots or places that aren't secured in the Wi-Fi. So
another way of feeling secure is to have enough data on your telephone, your laptop or anything, and use your own phone for a hotspot. Do not use the public hotspots in cafes and whatever. They are not secure in any way.
If you have a computer and you are using some programs that you really don't care about, then you can do it for a short while.
Yeah.
But we also get phone calls from all sorts of people want to sell us something.
Exactly. So no matter how long you're on these public hotspots, they will snap up your phone number, your email, and you will be bombarded by mails or phone calls or anything in between. You're much more better off if you use a personal hotspot. A Wi-Fi. We even bought a little Wi-Fi hub and an extra telephone number, so we had our own Wi-Fi wherever we went. So, and if we don't have that, we use our telephones to make a hotspot for the computer. So none of these official or public, as you say, the public hotspots, they are very much open for everyone. So it's a very good idea not to use them.
Any way you can secure yourself digitally, do it.
Yeah.
Because there are crooks out there and they are fighting to get money from you, or to, there are ransoms now, and
that's the digital world.
Yeah.
It is.
It's not just in the movies. This is real. So be aware also there, and secure yourself in any way you can. There might be situations where you have to use the hotspot, or you plan on just using hotspots everywhere. At least make sure that no one can enter your email or Google account or other things without you saying yes as a two-step authentication.
Yeah.
It's super important. As I said, it is happening, and I can just decline when I get these messages that somebody from Nigeria or Russia or Canada or wherever is trying to access my account.
Once you tried it, you'll be surprised how many countries they are calling from.
Yeah. Also, who tries to access your computer, because it really surprised me. Yeah. I'm blonde, so I didn't imagine that it would be such a problem, but it is. And getting blocked blocked out from your Facebook or your email or anything, that's crucial actually, because it's very hard to get your account back. Yeah.
And if you do not secure it like that, even the first break-in we had, my computer, my laptop was stolen, and 2 days later I couldn't access my Facebook, and it took a while and a lot of fighting to get him off or her off my Facebook account and getting it back. And that was just because I had one-step authorization. They just opened my laptop and they were in. So from that day on, it was two-step and even a three-step security you can make, so no one else have access to your personal stuff.
That also goes for Instagram. On Instagram you can download backup of your whole Instagram account, and if you do that once in a while, at least you'll have proof that this is my Instagram account. I have the backups here, because you have to prove that you are the rightful owner when you lose an Instagram account. And I've seen plenty of people on Instagram having problems because somebody stole their Instagram account, and it's pretty bad if you are doing business on Instagram, or you have your whole, like we have our whole traveling life and everything with people from the outside where we have on Instagram, and losing that would be a lot of time wasted, that's for sure, and we have to build up a community again. So make sure to download on Instagram your whole Instagram profile once in a while with pictures and everything, as a proof of this is my account. But we learned from the 2 break-ins, so today we are secured in every way we can be. We have alarm on the motorhome that bleeps and lights up and everything, and when we leave it we have extra locks. We have 3 locks, security locks, and we have uploaded all our pictures to the cloud, and once in a while we bring the hard disk home and store it in a secure place in Denmark. So we have taken all the precautions that we can. So if you could do that before you leave, that would be great, because then you don't have to make the same mistakes that we made.
That is also the purpose of this course. One thing is what to do, another thing is what to definitely not do.
Exactly. Why should you do the same mistakes that we made? That would be crazy. So we're here to tell you what not to do.
Yeah, and what is smart to do.
Yeah. Make sure to take every precaution that you can get, and
then you'll be and feel secure.
And security, that's a huge part of your traveling.
Yeah.
So go ahead, make that cloud if you don't have any. Make 2 if you need to. So you have something to do now. So that's it for now. Bye.
Bye.
So, uploading pictures, videos, personal papers, etc. is a must. You could forget them on a train or lose them in a wildfire.